Welcome to English Conversation Café. Learn English through natural conversations.
Okay, Max, I need to tell you something. I am a completely different person.
What?
I mean it. New Haley, upgraded Haley, Haley 2.0. 3 days ago, I decided to completely transform my life. I started waking up at 5:30 every morning.
5:30?
Woo! 5:30! Green smoothies, journaling, like actual words in an actual notebook, 10-minute meditation, cold showers, every morning.
Okay, that's actually impressive. How's it going?
Amazing, incredible, life-changing. I mean, it was.
Was?
I didn't do the cold shower this morning.
What about the meditation?
I watched a video about meditation. Does that count?
And the green smoothie?
I had coffee and a biscuit. Okay, look. The new Haley is still in development.
How long did New Haley last?
Like 36 hours, maybe? Look, it was a very good 36 hours.
Haley, I love you. And also, this is exactly what today's episode is about.
Wait, really?
Yes. Why big overnight changes almost never work, and what actually does.
Okay, I feel less bad about the biscuit now. Let's go.
Welcome to English Conversation Café. I'm Max.
And I'm Haley, reformed cold shower enthusiast.
In this episode, we're talking about small habits and big change. Why do most people try to transform their lives all at once and crash? And what does the science actually say about how real change works?
And we're going to connect all of this directly to learning English. Because honestly, if you're watching this podcast regularly, you are already doing the thing we're going to talk about today.
By the end of this episode, you're going to walk away with a mindset shift, some real science that will probably surprise you, and 8 useful expressions you can start using in English right away.
Including the expression, fall off the wagon, which I now know very personally.
We'll get to that. But first, if you're enjoying the show and you want to keep improving your English in a fun way, please hit the like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps us reach more learners, and it means a lot to us.
Seriously, it takes like 2 seconds and it makes our whole day. Okay, let's talk about habits.
So, Haley, you're not alone. What you described, this explosion of motivation where you decide you're going to change everything at once, that is incredibly common.
It felt so real though. Like, in that moment, I genuinely believed I was going to be a morning person forever.
I know, and I've done the exact same thing. I remember when I was living in Portugal for a while, working remotely, I decided I was going to completely restart my life. New workout routine, new diet, new sleep schedule, new language study plan. All of it. Week 1.
Let me guess, week 2?
Week 2, I was back to my old routine and feeling terrible about it. Like I had failed somehow.
Yes, that feeling is the worst. Like you're not disciplined enough or something.
Right. But here's the thing. It wasn't a discipline problem. It was a strategy problem. And I figured that out through the work I was doing with international students.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. Because you've mentioned it before, and I think it's actually really interesting.
So, when I was helping new students adjust to life in a new country, a lot of them wanted to go from zero English to fluent as fast as possible. Which makes sense. It's stressful not being able to communicate. But the ones who tried to do everything at once, full grammar courses, vocabulary apps, movies in English, speaking practice, all simultaneously, they burned out fast.
Too much at once.
Too much at once. But the students who improved the most consistently, they were the ones doing one small thing every single day. Like one student I remember, she just listened to one podcast episode every morning while she made breakfast. That was it. 6 months later, her English was completely transformed.
One podcast a day. I wonder if there's a podcast she could have listened to.
Subtle, very subtle.
I'm just saying, the content is right here.
The point is, small and consistent beat big and intense, every single time. And now there's actually really interesting science behind why.
Ooh, science time. I love science time.
Okay, so let's start with something that most people believe that is actually not true.
Uh-oh. Am I going to be upset by this?
You might be. Have you ever heard that it takes 21 days to build a habit?
Yes, everyone says that. 21 days to build a new habit. I've seen it on like 100 Instagram posts.
Right, so that's a myth.
What?
It's a myth. The 21 days idea actually comes from a plastic surgeon in the 1960s. His name was Maxwell Maltz, and he noticed that his patients took about 21 days to get used to how they looked after surgery. That's it. That was the original observation. Somehow it got turned into a universal rule about habit building, and it spread everywhere.
So people have been setting 21-day challenges based on a plastic surgeon noticing something about noses?
More or less, yes.
That is incredible. Okay, so what's the real number?
Well, a researcher named Philippa Lally at University College London did an actual study on this. And the average time it took people to form a new habit was 66 days.
66 days?
66 days on average. And here's the important part. The range was anywhere from 18 days to 254 days. So it really depends on the person and the habit.
254 days. That's almost a year.
For some people, yes. And this is actually good news, even though it sounds scary.
Explain how it takes way longer than you thought is good news.
Because it means you don't need to be perfect. One of the things the study found was that missing one day, just one, doesn't ruin your progress. You can fall off the wagon, get back on track the next day, and it doesn't matter.
Okay, that is actually really good news. Fall off the wagon. That means you stopped doing something you were trying to do, right?
Exactly. If you were trying to build a habit and you stopped, maybe for a day, maybe for a week, you fell off the wagon. But the research says one missed day doesn't break the habit, so you just get back on track.
Get back on track. I love that. Like, you were on a train, you fell off, and you just climb back on.
Perfect image, yes. And actually, the study found something else interesting. Simpler habits become automatic faster. Like, if your new habit is drinking a glass of water every morning, that becomes automatic much quicker than, say, doing 50 sit-ups before breakfast.
50 sit-ups before breakfast? Who decided that was a habit to test?
That was an actual example from the study. And yeah, it took that person 254 days.
I respect their dedication enormously, and I would never do that.
The takeaway is, start small, baby steps. The smaller the habit, the faster it sticks.
Baby steps, tiny little actions, and then you build from there.
Exactly. Which actually leads into this incredible real-world example. Have you ever heard of the British cycling team?
Vaguely? They're like good at cycling?
They are now. But in the early 2000s, they were not good. Like actually embarrassing. In over 100 years of competitive cycling, British riders had won exactly one Olympic gold medal. 0 Tour de France wins. And they were so bad that a top bike manufacturer refused to sell them bikes because they didn't want their brand associated with the team.
That is rough.
And then in 2003, a coach named Dave Brailsford took over. And his approach was completely different from anyone else. He called it the aggregation of marginal gains. The idea was simple. What if we improved every single aspect of performance by just 1%?
1%? That's tiny.
It sounds tiny, but they applied it to everything. The obvious stuff: nutrition, training, bike design. But also things like which massage gel helped muscles recover fastest? What pillow gave each rider the best sleep? They even painted the inside of their team truck white so they could spot tiny bits of dust on the bikes.
They painted a truck white for dust.
1% improvements. Everywhere. And just 5 years later, at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, they won 60% of the gold medals available in cycling. And in 2012, Bradley Wiggins became the first British cyclist ever to win the Tour de France. The year after that, Chris Froome won it, and they went on to win it 5 times in 6 years.
From losing to winning the Tour de France because of pillows and truck paint.
Among other things, yes. But the principle is real. Small improvements, done consistently, add up to something extraordinary.
And that's exactly what we're talking about with English learning, right? You don't need to have a perfect study session every day. You just need to be 1% better than yesterday.
Exactly. Watch one episode, learn 5 new words, practice for 10 minutes. Stick with it. That's it.
Stick with it. I like that one. Keep doing something even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it.
Because it all adds up. Every small effort counts.
It all adds up. I actually feel motivated now. Like, genuinely. Not the fake Monday motivation. Real motivation.
Hold on to that feeling. And speaking of Monday motivation,
Why do I feel like I'm about to be made fun of? Okay. I have decided. Starting Monday, new life. I am waking up at 5 a.m. every day, going to the gym for 90 minutes, meal prepping all my food for the week, reading for 30 minutes, studying English for 2 hours, journaling, meditating, and cold showers. Every day.
okay, that's quite a list. Can I ask, what are you doing now for habits?
I mean, I wake up, I have coffee, I go to work.
Great. So we're going from wake up, coffee, work to a 3-hour morning routine, starting Monday.
Yes.
How about we start with one thing instead?
One thing? I need to transform my life, not do one thing.
What if you did one thing so consistently that it became automatic, and then added the next thing?
That sounds very slow.
It is slow. It also works. What's one thing from your list that feels important?
The English study. I really want to improve my English.
Perfect. 2 hours a day. That's ambitious. What if we started with 5 minutes?
5 minutes? That's nothing. That's barely anything.
It's something. It's 5 minutes more than 0. And the research says a simple habit sticks faster than a complicated one. Can you do 5 minutes of English every day?
Yes. Obviously, 5 minutes is nothing.
Perfect. And if you do 5 minutes and you feel like doing more, do more. But the goal is just 5 minutes, every day, no matter what.
So, I'm not failing if I only do 5 minutes?
You're succeeding if you do 5 minutes. Because in 66 days, you'll have built a habit. And then you add 10 minutes, then 15.
That's actually kind of nice. Like, it doesn't feel scary.
That's the point. Baby steps aren't about being lazy. They're about being smart.
Okay, I'm putting the gym for 90 minutes and the meal prepping back in the maybe pile.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Starting today, not Monday.
That's new Haley talking.
New Haley 2.0. She starts things today.
Okay, I want to talk about something that I think is one of the most powerful ideas in the whole habit conversation. And it's about motivation.
Ooh, yes. Because I feel like motivation is the thing everyone talks about. I just need to get motivated.
Right. And here's the problem with that. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings come and go. You can't build a life on a feeling that shows up randomly and disappears when things get hard.
That is so true. Like, I was very motivated 3 days ago. And then life happened and the motivation just went on vacation.
Exactly. So instead of relying on motivation, the idea is to build a system, a routine, something that happens almost automatically, even on your worst days.
Like, you don't ask yourself, do I feel like brushing my teeth today? You just do it. It's part of the routine.
Perfect example. You don't wait to feel motivated to brush your teeth. It's just what you do. The goal is to make your good habits feel the same way.
So, how do you get there? Like, how do you make a habit feel automatic?
Repetition. And there's a really nice image I came across. It's like footsteps in fresh snow. The first time you walk through snow, it's hard. You have to push through. But every time you walk the same path, it gets easier. The snow compresses. The path becomes clearer. And eventually, you're walking it without even thinking.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's actually really beautiful. So, your brain is like the snow?
Your brain is like the snow. Every time you repeat a small action, you're creating a stronger path. Scientists call this building neural pathways, connections in the brain that make the behavior more automatic over time.
And every small win, like doing your 5 minutes of English, releases a little bit of dopamine, which makes you feel good, which makes you want to do it again.
You've been doing some reading.
I told you, new Haley 2.0. She reads things.
That's exactly it. Each small success creates what some researchers call a success spiral. You feel good, so you show up again, so you feel good again. And over time, that spiral just keeps going upward.
Show up. That's such an important phrase. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It just means you're there. You're doing the thing.
Right. And there's one more idea I want to share, because I think it's probably the most powerful one. It's about identity.
Identity? Like who you are?
Exactly. Most people approach change by thinking about what they want to achieve. I want to lose weight. I want to speak English. But behavioral science suggests that the more powerful approach is to change how you see yourself.
What do you mean?
Instead of, I want to learn English, you say, I am someone who speaks English. Instead of, I want to exercise more, you say, I am someone who moves their body every day.
Huh. So you're not chasing a goal. You're becoming a person.
You're becoming a person. And every small habit you do is evidence of that identity. Every time you watch this podcast, you're proving to yourself, I am someone who learns English. Every time you practice for 5 minutes, you're building the story of who you are.
That actually gave me chills a little bit. Like, instead of, I have to study English today, it's, I'm an English speaker. This is just what I do.
Exactly. The habit stops feeling like an obligation and starts feeling like you.
Progress over perfection. That's the expression, right? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going.
Progress over perfection. Always. And the beautiful thing about English learning specifically is that every episode, every conversation, every new expression you learn, it all adds up. You don't feel it day to day, but look back in 6 months and you'll barely recognize how far you've come.
And you know what? If you're watching this right now, like this specific episode, you're already doing it. You showed up today. That matters.
It really does.
Even if you're watching at 2 in the morning in your pajamas.
Especially then.
Okay, we have a question for you, and we genuinely want to know.
What is one small habit you want to build in your English learning or in your life? It can be tiny. It can be something like, I want to listen to 1 English podcast a day, or I want to write 3 sentences in English every morning.
Or maybe it's something totally different. A fitness habit, a reading habit, anything. Tell us in the comments. We read every single one. And sometimes, honestly, your comments inspire our next episode topics.
So don't be shy. What's your 1%? Okay, it's time for the Cafe Rewind, where we go back through the best expressions from today's conversation so you can take them with you.
8 expressions today. Let's go.
Number 1, fall off the wagon.
Fall off the wagon. This means you stop doing something you were trying to do. A habit, a diet, a routine. You were doing well, and then you stopped.
For example, I was going to the gym every day, but I fell off the wagon last week.
Story of my life, honestly. Number 2, get back on track.
Get back on track. This means you return to your plan or routine after stopping or making a mistake. You fell off, now you climb back on.
For example, I missed a few days of practice, but I got back on track on Monday.
And remember, missing one day doesn't ruin your progress. You can always get back on track. Number 3, baby steps.
Baby steps. Very small, careful actions toward a bigger goal. You don't try to do everything at once, you start tiny.
For example, I want to run a marathon someday, but for now I'm taking baby steps. Just 10 minutes of walking each day.
Baby steps aren't slow. Baby steps are smart. Number 4, stick with it.
Stick with it. This means keep going, even when it's hard or boring or uncomfortable. Don't give up.
For example, learning English is not always easy, but if you stick with it, you will improve.
Stick with it. Keep showing up. Number 5, build a habit.
Build a habit. To make something a regular, automatic part of your routine over time.
For example, I'm trying to build a habit of reading in English for 15 minutes every morning.
Building takes time. That's okay. 66 days, remember. Number 6, progress over perfection.
Progress over perfection. This means doing something imperfectly is always better than not doing it at all. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving.
For example, I didn't understand every word in the episode, but that's okay. Progress over perfection.
Progress over perfection. Every time. Number 7, show up.
Show up. This means make the effort to be present and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Just being there is the first step.
For example, some days I'm tired and I don't feel motivated, but I show up anyway, and usually I feel better after.
Showing up is the whole game, honestly. And number 8, it all adds up.
It all adds up. Small things done consistently over time create big results. Nothing is too small to matter.
For example, 1 episode a day, 5 new words a week, a little practice here and there. It all adds up.
It always adds up. Never forget that. And that's a wrap on episode 22. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You don't need a massive transformation starting Monday. You just need one small thing done consistently starting today.
1% better, every day. And before you know it, you look back and think, wait, when did I get so good at this?
That's how it works. Not all at once. Not overnight. Just steadily, quietly, one step at a time.
Speaking of steady habits, I have an announcement. I am going to try the cold shower again tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, because new Haley 2.0 doesn't start on Monday. She starts the next day. Baby steps.
A cold shower is not a baby step, Haley.
It's my baby step. Don't kill my momentum.
Good luck. I mean it.
Thank you. Okay, if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to English Conversation Café. Make coming back here your 1%, your daily habit, your tiny, powerful, life-changing thing.
And hit the like button if today's episode gave you even one new idea or expression you can use. It helps us reach more English learners around the world, and it genuinely means everything to us.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. You showed up today. That matters more than you know.
We'll see you in the next episode. Keep going.
Stay curious, stay consistent, and maybe take a cold shower.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye!
Thank you for listening. We hope today's conversation helped you understand real English better. Subscribe and join us for the next episode.